Hey, Megan Scully, and this is
Okay.
the Limerick Post Show. And joining me now, it's Bedelia Collins of the HSC. How are you?
Good morning, Megan. How are things?
I'm really good, thank you. Now, it was a very special day for Coral and Nogue in Limerick recently. They won an award as part of No Tobacco Day for 2020. And there's a campaign in Limerick called Not Around Us, where young people encourage the adults not to smoke around them. But we're going to talk to you today a little about quitting smoking, because I guess a lot of us think that as non smokers, we just say to smokers, just quit, just stop, just give up. But it's not that easy.
Yeah, exactly. And I suppose, Megan, before we even kind of go into that road of discussing quitting itself, to acknowledge that the importance of Coral and Rogues Award, the reason it's actually so special is that it's about providing a supportive environment. And very often, when as a smoker, when we want to quit, it's about having an environment around you that supports you to stay stopped. So when I go to the playground with my children and there's no smoking signs and kids are saying don't smoke around us, as a mom I'll say, okay, I'm going to hold off on having my cigarette right here now, and I put it off until later on. So that's a supportive environment, and that's why initiatives like this are actually so important. And if I'm trying to quit as a mom or a dad, um, and our guardian, if I'm trying to quit and I'm in environments that don't allow me to smoke, that helps me because it allows me to put things off for a little bit longer. And it kind of just constantly reminds me of, okay, I've actually done this. I actually managed to go and stand at the school gate, or I be in the playground, and I've gone 2 hours. So I've gone 2 hours without my cigarette now. And it's, again, it's a great support, and it helps, gives people a little bit of a confidence. Okay, I've done it this far, I can do a little bit more. So I suppose just to acknowledge the importance of that whole initiative and why it won the award, and fair play to them all. So it's brilliant.
You're absolutely wonderful.
So then I suppose going back to,
I'm going to be talking to them actually in a few days now, which I'm very excited about. So it's great to meet all the
okay,
kids behind this campaign as well.
super, yeah. So a great bunch of young people, and I suppose just to acknowledge Healthy Limerick in the role in supporting them and actually doing that. So they were brilliant. So then I suppose looking at the individual themselves and quitting, and what I often say to people is the first thing maybe that a lot of people should think about doing is just asking yourself, why do I want to quit? And asking yourself, what is it that I actually like about cigarettes? And it's a really important question. What do I like about them? Because if I don't challenge those likes, I'm never going to actually deal with the reasons why I continue to smoke. So it's looking at the reasons why I like this behavior and why I continue to do it. And then you're asking yourself, why I don't like this behavior. And I suppose it's a really simple thing to do, but it's a very good self-reflection, and it helps you in terms of your planning. So if, for example, one of my likes is I like connecting with other smokers in whatever it might be, in whatever environment it might be, that you might have smoking buddies or people that you typically would associate with you, and you're going to miss that. And I think it's really important to kind of acknowledge things like that. So then when we move forward and we think about that change that we're going to make, that we got to think about those loves and those likes, and we got to change them into something else a little bit more positive, so that you make sure you still have that connection with those people, but in a different way. Very often the success of quitting is really about planning, and it's about thinking ahead. Um, but I suppose that's one element of it, and that's a very important element of it. The other thing to acknowledge as well is that it's a hard one, and sometimes we have to do it a couple of times before we get it right. But what we do know as health professionals is that when you reach out and you get support, of which there's plenty of it there, when you get that support, it actually, the evidence says that it hugely impacts on people's success of quitting. And when I talk about supports, I'm talking about supports like the Quit Line. So that's there for everybody, 1800 201 203. So that's free service, and they'll ring you every week as you want, and they'll support you. So that's one thing. And the other thing then is you got to say to yourself, well, how addicted am I to this behavior? So when I get up in the morning, do I have a cigarette the minute I get out of bed? And yes, if that's the answer, then the chances are you're quite dependent on nicotine. So have a talk to your GP or your pharmacist and get some aids by way of patches or whatever it is. Don't ever underestimate the value of these products, because again, the evidence has shown that they help. They double people's chances of quitting, and in some cases they triple, depending on what you're taking and depending on your preparation that you put into it. So it's really important to reach out and don't necessarily be on your own, and see things through. That's another thing. So if you're going to start a quit support program, see it through. Even if you're having bad days, they're the days that you pick up the phone more than ever. If you're on a Facebook page with other quitters, that's the day you say, I'm having a bad day, and that's the day you'll get support. So reach out. And equally with your pharmacist, reach out. So I suppose that's what we'd be saying more than anything.
And I think as well, I suppose a lot of us, maybe non-smokers, kind of forget that, for people who are smoking, it's a habit, it's an addiction. It's something that, as you said, they'll get up in the morning and they'll have a cigarette first thing. And as their day goes on, they always have those cigarette breaks. So it is breaking the habit as well. And as you said, it's hard for them to keep it up. I've seen with family members and friends over the years, trying to ditch the habit and then just falling back into it so easily, and maybe almost feeling like, okay, I failed that time. And as you said, you can fail a few times before you'll actually kind of maybe fully ditch the habit.
Yes, yeah. And I suppose what we'd say to people is, like, don't leave that as your excuse for not succeeding either, but it's just, don't be too hard on yourself. You know what I mean? If you've managed to go a good few weeks, and that means you've proven to yourself you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be saying to people, if you've had a slip, get back on as quick as you can, reach out. You've done it for 3 weeks, you can try it again. But I suppose you've mentioned a very important point, Megan, and it's about the supports that are around us and how families and so forth can support. And I just think maybe just to be a little bit compassionate in terms of recognizing that somebody else in the family is going through a bit of a struggle. So they may be a little bit irritable. And I suppose what you want to do is just maybe reach out and encourage them, say, I'm going for a walk. Do you fancy coming for a walk with me? And it's that type of thing, helping them to kind of to deal with what is very normal. I suppose weaning off any kind of addictive behavior. Your body is going through a bit of a change. It's trying to settle back into a normal place. So people need a little bit of help around that.
Absolutely incredible. But you can remind us of the number there, the quit line number, please.
So the quit line number is 1800 201 203. And there's also quit.ie, and lots of resources out there. There's Facebook's page, and there's everything. There's lots of support. So ring the number as a starting point, and you'll be directed to what plan that suits you both best.
Amazing. Bedelia Collins to HSE, thank you so much for chatting to us on the Limerick Post Show.
Okay, thanks a million, Megan. Take care.